Welcome to Nomad High Income Skills, episode 72. I'm Aria Reyes. Today, you'll learn exactly how to build a 3-person Nomad micro agency that reliably hits $8K to $20K plus per month without turning you into a full-time manager. Quick hook. If you're tired of trading every hour for $1, juggling 24 clients, and missing sunsets because you're doing delivery work at 2 a.m., this episode is for you. I'll give you a compact model, 3 roles, async systems, and pricing that preserves margin and freedom so you can land predictable retainers and still travel. Why solo scaling usually fails. You sign on more clients, you subcontract, then chaos shows up. Hiring chaos, scope creep, and owner as bottleneck kill margin and freedom. I see the same pattern. People hire unvetted help, fail to define who owns quality, and end up redoing work to save the client relationship. The core design principles that stop that are simple: small complementary roles, deterministic deliverables, and automated quality checks. When you design for async living, every person knows boundaries, hours, and what success looks like. Here's the 3-role architecture that actually fits Nomad Life: specialist, delivery lead, and client success. The specialist executes. That's the part-time domain expert who does the work: design, paid ads, copy, or dev tasks. The delivery lead owns quality and QA. They check output, run the weekly reports, and keep the client's project roadmap moving without your constant sign-off. The client success role focuses on retention and upsell, relationship, expectations, and renewal conversations. Split responsibilities deliberately so async handoffs are clean and no one relies on real-time coordination. How do you set hours and pay splits for a nomad-friendly team? Here's a simple structure that works repeatedly. Specialist, 10 to 15 hours per week. Delivery lead, 6 to 8 hours per client per week. Client success, 3 to 5 hours per client per week. For a client paying an $8,000 monthly retainer, a clean split could be 50% to the agency, after subcontractor costs, 30% to the specialist pool, and 20% to the delivery lead and success split across clients. That preserves margin so you can pay part-timers fairly while keeping the owner role profitable. Now the 3-step actionable blueprint to get this off the ground. Step 1. Recruit and vet part-time specialists using a paid 60-minute trial task. Post a short trial gig that mirrors the real work, pay for the hour, and score performance on a rubric: accuracy, speed, communication, and ability to receive feedback. This filters out the flaky applicants and gives you a real sample of delivery quality. Step 2. Productize a deterministic monthly deliverable package. Design a package of repeatable outputs, 2 strategic deliverables, weekly operational tasks, and a monthly report that maps to the result your client values and justifies an 8K plus retainer. Price on outcomes and predictability, not on time. Step 3. Automate QA and client reporting. The delivery lead owns a weekly checklist, a shared dashboard, and a templated client report. Automate where possible: scheduled reports, task templates, and a simple webhook or Zap to surface missed SLAs, so the owner doesn't have to check every task. A real Nomad example. Meet Elena, a designer who launched a micro agency focused on conversion landing pages. Month 0, she hired 1 specialist designer and 1 delivery lead, both part-time. Offer A was a conversion accelerator, 2 landing pages, weekly A/B test setup, and a monthly performance report, priced at $9,500 per month. Offer B was a growth sprint, a focused 4-week setup and roadmap at $6,000. Hours per client: specialist 12 hours a week, delivery lead 7 hours a week, client success 4 hours a week. First month cash flow. Elena landed 1 offer A and 1 offer B in the first 30 days. After paying specialists and a small pool for delivery lead hours, her net after payouts and basic tools was roughly $5,000 in month 1, and predictable monthly revenue grew as systems and templates reduced onboarding time. The timeline: vet in week 1, pilot paid trial in week 2, close the first client by week 4. Scaling without burnout is about rules and templates, not hustle. Key systems: async communication only. No meetings unless they're agenda-led and bi-weekly. Fixed owner office hours. 2 blocks per week reserved for client strategy and complex escalations. Template-driven onboarding. A 1-pager onboarding checklist, a kickoff video, and a welcome Google Doc that captures scope, milestones, and change order process. Institute an owner bandwidth rule. If a task takes more than 20 minutes of your time, delegate it or create a template for it. Charge what you're worth by packaging outcomes and including a change order clause, so scope creep becomes billable, not exhausting. Here's your immediate 30-60-90 playbook. Days 1 to 7, post a paid 60-minute trial role with a clear rubric and schedule 3 interviews. Script for outreach, short paid trial, 1 hour, deliver X, get paid $60. Top performers invited to a part-time role. Weeks 2 to 4, run trials, select your specialist and delivery lead, and create your first productized package. Day 30, offer a pilot to 1 client. Price it as a paid pilot with a clear deliverable and a path to a retainer. 30 to 60, finalize templates, standard onboarding doc, and the weekly QA checklist. 60 to 90, close your second client, automate reporting, and enforce owner office hours. Micro offer script for outreach. We're launching a limited pilot to prove conversion lift. Paid pilot, 2 deliverables, 30-day timeline. Interested? Interview prompts. Give me 1 past project you shipped end to end, how you handle feedback, and a short walkthrough of a similar task you deliver in our trial. These keep interviews tight and practical. Risks and guardrails you must enforce. Scope creep, quality drift, and legal exposure. Mitigations: use change order clauses in contracts that require written approval and additional fees for out-of-scope work. Mandate a weekly QA checklist owned by the delivery lead and visible to the client. And set clear SLAs with payment milestones. 30% upfront, 40% at midpoint, 30% on delivery. Include a clause limiting the owner's synchronous availability. Specify response windows and escalation paths so clients know the team is reachable, but not on call 24/7. Recap. Build a 3-role micro-agency: specialist, delivery lead, client success. Productize a deterministic monthly package. Vet with paid 60-minute trials. And automate QA and reporting so you never become the bottleneck. Your immediate action this week: post that paid 60-minute trial gig and schedule 3 interviews. Small, deliberate steps compound. Your skills are your freedom currency. Charge what you're worth. Build income that supports your lifestyle, not destroys your health. If you want the exact templates, trial task post, scoring rubric, offer scripts, contracts with change order language, and the 30-60-90 checklist, join the Micro Agency Launch Course. It includes done-for-you documents that let you skip the guesswork and hire faster with confidence. Go to nomadhighIncomeSkills.com/launch and enroll this week. Limited seats to keep cohort support personal. That's the best next step if you're serious about scaling without losing your freedom. That's your high income blueprint for today. Take 1 action this week and start seeing results. I'm Aria Reyes, and remember, your skills are your freedom currency. See you tomorrow.